So hello, my Facebook friends and family. I'm really happy today. I got baptized and I'm feeling really good. I just came from seeing Dr. Tyler, of course. And my message for today is because I am going to start a ministry to help other people, especially people who are Christians already, but even non-Christians who have issues with sex addiction. I want to help them to realize that you can be free and that you can live a good life. And although your flesh may be on fire from time to time, it doesn't mean that you can't survive, because you will not be consumed. My text is, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. And that was the text that I read at my baptism, because it demonstrates what the Christian life is all about. It's through Christ that we're able to do these things, and not of ourselves. And so I want to encourage other people who have the same issue, who are hiding in secret, who are ashamed, to talk about the things that they do behind closed doors, the things that they watch, and especially mostly the things that they watch, because there are a lot of people out there who are celibate, but they're not really celibate because they're watching things that they shouldn't be watching. So your body may be celibate, but your mind is not. And you know what the Bible says about sin in your mind? It's the same as sin in your body. So even though you're not physically participating, in your mind, if you think it, it's still a sin. And if you watch it, you're doing it. So it's pretty deep, And a lot of people don't realize that, because they don't understand that their reasons behind it are usually because they feel alone, they feel lonely, they're unfulfilled, they're not happy, they're not dealing with past trauma, there's things that have happened to them in the past, and there's just a lot there that people don't know, how to handle those things. And even myself, I wasn't able to maintain my sobriety until I sought chiropractic care. And let me tell you, those adjustments are what did it for me. It helps to keep my head above water. And I'm not going to tell you that your flesh won't be on fire, but I will tell you this, that you will have peace in your spirit, peace in your soul, peace in your mind, okay? And as long as you put God first and do what he tells you to do, everything that you need, he will give it to you. Because he is enough. Okay, and we are fleshly beings, so that's why we have these issues. But if you seek chiropractic care and you get adjusted, that will help you to fulfill the physical component without sinning, without doing anything that's inappropriate or unclean. You're taking something clean and you're putting it where something dirty used to be. So you take away the sin and you put Jesus in your life, and then you get adjusted so that you're able to maintain the physical part of being faithful to God. And that's where a lot of people don't realize sometimes why they're not successful. It's because they don't acknowledge the physical component. But once you realize that there is a physical component that you have to do something about if you want to maintain sobriety from sex addiction, then it becomes easier. And you won't realize it until you actually do it. And you'll say, oh, I see what she was talking about. It helps to keep you balanced focused. It does what only something physical can do. And then when you combine that with the spiritual, you got the full package. You got the full deal. And you can maintain your sobriety. And then there may come a time when you may not need it as much because, you'll eventually get a companion, and you'll get, remarried, and you'll do things the Lord's way. And being clean and sober will help you to do it the way that He intended for it to be. We're not supposed to participate in certain activities by ourselves. That's called self-abuse. He intended for us to participate in intimate activities only when we're with someone in a marital relationship. So until you do it God's way, you're never really going to experience it the way He intended for you to experience it. So this is going out to other people who, may have the same issues, who don't realize how important it is to put God first and trust in Him to provide what you need. Doesn't matter how long you've been by yourself. If you seek Him first, He promised that He would give you the desires of your hearts. And so that's what I totally, truly believe. But in the midst of all of these things, remember the physical component. You seek the chiropractic care, and that helps to balance everything out. And I can guarantee you, for those of you who have tried all of these years and kept failing, if once you integrate that component into your recovery system, the chiropractic care, you will be successful. Because after all these years, that's what finally worked for me. I was able to maintain my sobriety because of the chiropractic care. So, I thank Dr. Tyler for his loving care and attention, and Dr. Eric for the care that he gives, and for having a team and a clinic where people can come to be healed and to be delivered and to be covered, and all of the things that have happened to me since I started going there. The same things can happen for you, and we just have to understand that we need each other. People need other people. God didn't intend for us to be an island. No man stands alone. Everybody needs somebody. And if you don't have somebody, fine, you get Christ first. Of course, He's first. God always comes first. But then He said, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, thy mind, and thy soul, and then love thy neighbor as thyself. So you must love yourself and love your neighbor. So then that shows us that we need other people. And this is where the chiropractic care comes in. They're all Christians. They're people who are there who give you positive accolades, who adjust you, who care for you, and who help you in a way that people in your church may not even be able to help you, because they can talk to you, but they're not able to provide the physical component of recovery and healing and sustenance that a medical provider can do. So the chiropractors can provide not only the spiritual aspect, but they can help to balance your nervous system so that your nervous system functions better and your body communicates effectively with itself. It heals. You become well spiritually, physically, mentally, and it increases your chances of being successful with addictions and recovery. And it's been proven by studies that were conducted by Dr. Jay Holder. He's the inventor of the torque release technique that they use. And he's already conducted studies which have showed people who were unable to be successful in their recovery, and who, once they started receiving those adjustments, were able to not only recover but sustain the recovery as they continued the adjustments. So I know this is a long video, but it's very important that people who have these issues understand that if they feel like they're failing, because even though they're praying and studying, you must realize that it's not because that's not enough. It's just because we're not able to do this alone. It's an ecological system. We're connected, just like plants and trees and birds and the whole ecosystem. It depends and relies on each other, and it's the same with people. We're part of an ecological spiritual system where we need each other, like the body, how the Bible talks about the body of Christ. The church is the body, and the legs and the arms and the head. We all need to work together, and we're connected. And so in order for the body to function at maximum capacity, each part needs to be whole and well. So, and that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, is that in order for you to be successful, you need someone else's help. And sometimes we need more help than what we realize. And that's the importance of the chiropractic care. That's where that comes in. It not only gives people the ability to heal themselves, but it can help them be happier and to feel better, and to be able to function at their maximum capacity. And so that each part of the body, if it's all being able to communicate effectively with each other, and there's less stress and less pain, and there's more healing, then all of the things can work. So this is what I just want people to understand. Always consider the physical component of recovery, and realize that it's okay if you need help. It's okay if you need someone to help you along, and that's what they're there to do. The chiropractors are there to help you along, take that extra step, to give you that extra little push and boost that you need in order to be able to be successful in your recovery. And that's why I'm so thankful to the entire NA chiropractic team on 17K in Newburgh at Target Plaza. I'm very thankful to God for them, for how my life has changed and greatly increased since I've been a patient there, and especially thankful for what Dr. Tyler has done for me, and for Dr. Eric, and for Dr. Andrew and Dr. Greg, for all their participation in me becoming the person that I am today. And there's much more to come. This is just the beginning. I'm looking forward to having more to tell you, and I'm studying, right now, Christian leadership, and I'm looking forward to having a lot to share with you. And I am going to have my own ministry based on my recovery and my experience, and I want to help other people be able to know how it feels to be free, to be happy, to be blessed, and to just wait on the Lord to bless you, because He will renew your strength, and you will mount up with wings as eagles. You will fly, you will soar, you will be happy, you will be satisfied, you won't want for anything. The Lord will provide for you. Stop seeking things for yourself and just trust in God that He will provide what you need, because we run ahead of God and we satisfy ourselves what we think is satisfying ourselves, and we end up alone and in a mess. So just think about that when you're sitting there, if you're by yourself, or if you're watching something you shouldn't be watching, or if you feel lonely, or you feel like you're not going to be blessed. Get those thoughts out of your head, and like He says, come to the altar, come to Jesus, talk to Him, trust Him, let Him love you, let Him care for you, and seek chiropractic care, because you won't even realize how good life can be until you start getting adjusted. That's what happened to me. I was like amazed at how different, how good everything could be. I was amazed because I had no idea until I started going, and then now I can't stop going. I've been going twice a week for the longest time, like 10 months now. And that's how long I've been clean too. So don't sell yourself short. Don't let the devil fool you. Don't let him lie to you. Don't think that things can't change, or that it won't get better, or that God won't bless you, because that's not true. He will do what he says. You seek him first, and he will give you the desires of your heart. And like I said, if you're really having a hard time maintaining your sobriety, just seek chiropractic care, get adjusted at least twice a week. You may start out like 3 times a week, and then twice a week. Go on a regular basis, and I tell you what, it will have such a profound effect on your life you won't even realize until you start doing it. So let someone help you, because that's what they're there to do, and that's what the Bible wants us to do. It wants us to help each other, because that's how we make it. That's how we're going to make it, working together. Okay, so until next time, adios amigos.